a special shout out to Phil Yee, by the way, for bringing this all the way from Mie, Mitz right there. So Phil's online right now. Can we say thank you, Phil?
Thank you, Phil. Thank you.
All right.
Always.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
Go, Meg.
Thanks. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
So, the humble red solo cup.
Yes.
We've seen a lot of this. I know I have.
Tell us more.
We got that.
So, Jan actually raised a very good point earlier. He says that lots of the games that we play in class also make excellent drinking games. But the reverse is also true. So a lot of the drinking games that we played with these make really good games in the classroom. And one of my, there's a bunch that we play, but the one that I want to share with you today is called the Cup Takeover game. Now, I like this game for many reasons. The biggest reason that I like it is because preparation. How high is a stack of solo cups? Okay. And the second reason I like it is because this game can go as far as your imagination can. So whether you're reviewing flashcards, question and answer patterns, if you're reviewing, even if it's just an icebreaker game, this is a great way to bring people together, multiple people together, as I'll show later on, and everybody has fun. And we all know that retention comes from review, repetition. But because we're limiting the language to just a few select phrases, a few select words, we get those reps in, but we're having so much fun that we forget, we're supposed to be learning. I've had moments in my class where I feel a bit guilty. So I'm like, this is great, the kids are laughing, the kids are having fun. Am I having too much fun? Are they having too much fun? But I realized, no, they're speaking in English. They're manning the game themselves because this runs itself. Once you show the kids what to do, it runs itself. I could stand here and talk, but I think it's much more fun if we try.
Yes.
So, to start, and this is what I mean when I ask, how far can this game go? Well, how tall is a stack of cups? I'm gonna take 3 to start. You set 3 up, 3 facing up, the other 3 facing down. And I would like to ask for 2 volunteers, ideally 2 people who have never really spoken before. Who are like technically strangers, like first time. If today is the first time you've met, I'd like 2 of you. All right, Nina. Hi, Nina. Nina. Okay.
Go, Aryan.
Joy.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Joy.
Joy? That's Joy? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, I want a nice, fair fight. Okay.
No hair pulling.
Everything? Okay. So this is really simple. You're going to ask each other a question about each other. So think of the asker. So what's your name? When's your birthday? What do you like? Where do you go to school? What grade you're in? Just a getting to know you question. Right? Okay. But this is how we're going to play it. So let's practice. So rock, scissors, paper, fight.
Rock, scissors, paper, 1, 2, 3.
All right, so Nina won, which means she gets to turn over one of Joy's cups. Okay, please ask your question.
I'm Joy.
Do you like English?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
Great job. Okay, next. Rock, scissors, paper.
Rock, scissors, paper, 1, 2, 3.
Nina wins again. Go.
I thought you came to fight.
Well, basically,
How did you come here? Thank you.
I came here by Shinkansen.
Oh, that's nice.
One more time.
Rock, scissors, paper, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, fighting back. Let's go. So now she wins. She flips this back over. Yes.
Are you a girl?
Sometimes.
All right, fantastic. Okay, next question. Rock, scissors, paper. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Oh, good job. She's coming back.
Do you live in Osaka?
Yes, I do. That's good.
Yay.
Okay, let's do it one more time.
Rock, scissors, paper, 1, 2, 3. One more time. One more time. Oh. Do you like natto?
No, I don't.
And then, so it's 2, 2, 1.
Oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay, all right, so thank you. Good job, guys, thank you. Now, this game works well because it's meant to be fast-paced. But you have some kids who like to take their time. So I put a timer. All right, in 3 minutes, how many points can you score? So let's say Nina had managed to get all the way to the end and turn all the cups over. Nina gets 1 point. And then you reset. Sorry, how do you reset? You reset. If you've still got time on the clock, you reset, try again. Now, this is great. I showed you with 2 people. One of the best things that I like being in the classroom is that I don't do much. I'm here just watching the game happen. So what happens when you have a class of 6, 7, 8 students? How tall is a stack of solo cups? So you can set up 2 teams side by side. You set up 2 teams side by side. So whoever's here are playing for the same team. Whoever is here are playing for this team. And so you have multiple students playing at the same time, which limits waiting time. Because while this is happening, and this takes time, thinking of questions, if you're leaving it up to the kids to think of their own questions, it takes time, especially when you're put on the spot like that, and there's a timer running, it's gonna take time. So we cut down on wait time by setting up multiple rows of this. And I've done it in a way so that I've experimented in class, and I've seen that if you set up 2 or 3 tables with rows like this, you can keep the whole class occupied. And I'm just in the back sipping my tea.
Nice.
And that's, I think that was something I've always wanted to work towards, to just sit back and let the class run. But there's other stuff we can do with this game too. So, it's a bit small. Okay, it's all right, we'll make it work. We can also do it in reverse. So you can choose, for example, so if Joy had won, she would have been able to flip over Nina's cup. But let's say she doesn't want to be, she can choose which side. So she can either flip this up and turn Nina's side down and try and switch everything up from both ends. Yeah. But then I think because the game moves so fast, some kids forget which cup they want to turn over. So if you can trust your kids to handle that, if they have the brain space for it, then go for gold. So that's one game that I like to play. Another game is tic-tac-toe. So you set up your cups in your classic tic-tac-toe grid. And instead of using markers or chips, it's the same concept, rock, scissors, paper, to determine who goes first. I like to keep flashcards underneath these.
Yeah.
So we set them up as a grid, they just turn over. And it gets so competitive. Because once they realize that this is your X's and crosses, they're like, I don't even have to explain it to them. I just set it up, I play the game, I play 1 round of the game, they get it. Oh God, we have to make a straight line. We have to, and oh man, it's brutal how they try and sabotage each other. It's great. It is so much fun to watch. Because now they're helping each other. When they realize what's happening, they're like, turn over that one. It's great. It is so much fun. Does anyone? No, I don't have flashcards at the moment, but now there's one more game that I have not really bothered to change much, except for one little part.
I have flashcards if you want.
That's all right, thank you. So this game is your classic flip cup. That part has not changed, except there's nothing in the cup. But then for this, I'm a little bit more deliberate. So I set up a partner, and I just give them a question and answer pattern. But the theme cards that we use allow us to switch out the theme cards to fit the sentence pattern. Do you like swimming? Do you like running? Do you like jogging? All the hobbies, but they all use the same question and answer pattern. Do you like? So that's more of a review for me. So instead of asking the students individually, I just give them a cup each and the stack of cards. And they ask each other, hey, do you like swimming? And then they flip. If it lands up, 1 point. If it manages to do a full flip, 2 points. So they're asking each other the questions, but they're also getting this this fun element in. So yes, if it lands on its side, 0. If it lands on the floor, 0. But there's that competitive edge. Of course I wanna get through this, but my enjoyment comes from flipping the cups. It's a racket. It's
How good
really
is your
loud.
flipping cups? I wanna see.
I know, that's it.
Terrible.
Like, she's sipping tea in the back, that's right.
Come on.
0.
Come on, one more time. You can do it.
Dang. I've seen students.
Drink.
Honey. I've seen students try to make their lives hard by flipping from the side. So close. Look out, 1 point. But
That's right.
was it level? No. But the point of it is that yes, it's a game. Very minimal prep, very little involvement from the teacher, but with just a little imagination and just allowing yourself to be okay with stepping aside, letting them run the show and watch them have fun, this could take you literally anywhere. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Maggie.
So, please welcome Amy Braun.
Hey, Braun.
Hey, do you need anything? Are you good? You can do 10.
I can do 5.
You can do 5.
Okay, I was preparing 5.
Five.
Wow.
5's great.
Yeah. Wow. Everyone has really good games, and I'm like, mine's not really a game. It's just an activity that I've done. Now there's a lot of variations I've done of this activity. You can adjust it to your group size. I have taught. Right now, I'm a private school teacher. I teach 27 kids, but I also do an after-school lesson with 7 to 8 kids. Who has ever? I bet everybody has been to a museum. Yes, a museum. A museum, like art gallery. Like you've been to art gallery. So you go around and look at the paintings and you read, and you are quiet, right? They're shh, be quiet. But this idea, this is not my idea. I stole it from somebody. This is actually from somebody from NUFS, Nagoya University of Foreign Studies. She did with her university students, and I pared it down to my elementary 2nd grade students. So a gallery walk is where you go around and look at pictures. Usually in a gallery, you're kind of quiet. You have to talk. But in my class, I want them to talk. Like, I'm sorry, this is a really bad quality. This is jobs. I did a unit about jobs. So I picked 10 pictures about jobs. And now when I did the jobs unit, this was an introduction, like a first class, where I didn't teach them the vocabulary. I'm kind of weaning them off. There's 2 reasons why I'm trying to wean them not to tell the vocabulary first. First, I want them to think what is. Second, I am actually a university student. I am at grad school right now, and I'm studying about cooperative learning and collaboration learning. How can kids learn from each other when they're different levels? So, now 27 kids is really tough. Usually I would have a little hint, like a label. I didn't put it on. I just printed this at Family Mart this morning because I forgot my copy at home. So I would have labels, and is this a bus driver, a dentist? So there would be a label. So I did this for writing, but I have done this for discussion too. Like right now my kids are learning the 5 W and 1 H. Who is she? What is she doing? So right now, quarter 1, I just finished, my school does quarters. So quarter 1, they had teacher-led discussion. Now 27 students, how can you do that? It's mostly when they're writing, these are the labels, sorry if you can see in the back. These are the labels. So I put them on the picture and they have to complete this worksheet. And what is number 1? Number 1 is, number 2 is what? And then I go around and discuss. Sadly, I don't have a second teacher with me. My school doesn't want to do a second teacher right now. So it's me just walking around and talking to them. And in quarter 2 and quarter 3, I want to do this again. where the students can start. I'm trying to have my students ask questions. I've been doing activities with 5 W's and 1 H, so I'm trying to have my students maybe be the curator. They can ask the questions. They can lead the discussions in small groups. I have students who can do that. So, but also I did this in my small after-school class, 8 kids. It was teacher-led, but then there was a student-led. Like, we ran around. We talked about New Year's. I just had pictures, and pictures about different New Year's traditions around the world, and just pictures, and they ask questions like, what is this? Why do they do this? How do they eat that? Like, it was like a grape. How did they eat it? How fast can they eat it? So making more and more questions. So that's it. That's it. That's basically it. I know. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's this. There's so much you can do with this. I know you're like, oh my gosh, it's pictures. You can do writing. You can do reading. There's so many possibilities you can just do with a piece of paper with these pictures, because they're powerful. Just having the kids, my school is partially immersion. I don't teach English. I teach art and life studies, which is like science and history before in grade 1 and 2. So, and then we have a lot of kids who are very, they have A2. They have A2. They're very fluent in English. So there's a lot you can work with this. And I know that I'm just explaining one side, but there's so much you can do with it. Katie had a question.
So what you mean by gallery walk is you're putting those pictures in different parts?
Yes.
And then the kids can move around the room
Yes,
and
yes.
talk about.
Yeah. Sorry, I missed that.
The question is, and then you'll go around and also talk with your students.
Yes.
If you did the activity about New Year's traditions around the world, and then they ask questions, what do the kids do if they don't know the answers? They just guessing the answers and then they talk about it at the end. Is that kind of like a gallery walk, but you don't know about the art, right?
Yeah. Well, that was where, that's where I was with them.
Okay.
So they could ask freely the questions. For example, I do an activity for warm-up called 1 minute questions. Just ask me questions.
Yeah.
And actually, my kids love it because I'm like, Hitomi, you can be a leader. She goes, and she doesn't know the answers, but she makes up the answers. But for that activity, they just make questions, and if they don't know the answers, I can just, yeah. Yep, that's it. Sorry.